3 weeks, 2 weeks.
Or if my game I sent you, Zaf, doesn't work, it's too old.
No problem, Nate. We're gonna do Veshoon's game first, and then we'll get to yours. Okay?
That's fine. If it does work, if the game I'm thinking about that I sent you, I forgot camel. Just ignore that fact. I
You
launched
sent
into
me a
battle,
naked
I
game.
launched into battle and forgot all about camel, but I did like 200 plus damage, so 1,000 damage. So I'm like, okay, it worked.
Just
Hey
a
now,
FYI
no
football
spoilers.
update. The Saints are trying to throw the game to Tom Brady.
Why would they do this? Why you do this?
It was
Tom
23-7, and now it's 26-21.
It's like my clips from King of the Sea, right? Why you no use hydro? Like KSC did it like 3 games in a row. Where
have
they,
tools that you don't use?
they go into the death nail and then they don't freaking hydro and you're just like oh my god.
Oh, that KSC game was a lot of memes.
That was a lot of memes. Absolutely. All right, Veshoon, here's your game.
So your first mistake here is playing the Soyuz.
Oh look,
not
it was
free-
Macaulay Culkin live on his stream. You all saw it here.
Oh my goodness. There you go. Shout out for Chief Engineman. What's up, Chief Engineman? How you doing? Okay, we got 10 minutes to go for Stream Raiders. While we get into the battle here, I'm going to hit the bathroom for a second, so I will be right back.
Don't break your hand.
I will not break my hand.
All this garbage. Thank you for the thank you for the feedback on that as well. It's always much appreciated.
I mean, it was a very good match. You know, obviously,
Hey.
but, you know, it's just like he says. There's always the one little thing you can do better.
TC, it was really good to hear from you again, man. I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, it's been a rough day today, I'm afraid, but yeah, it's fine.
Brother, I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you in ways I really wish I did not. So, better fortune for you in the future.
It's coming back under control again, but yeah, it's been a bit of be safe. Don't try to avoid diabetes, everybody, because it's not good.
And this game has a lot of people with health problems. So yeah, we get it.
So
I mean, there's a reason that we're home playing the game all the time.
Right?
yeah,
There's a reason that video games is our job.
yeah, very true, mate, very true.
Yeah, it's alright.
Well-
I'll treat you guys all the same.
We wouldn't
Appreciate it.
expect anything else. He sinks us all. He doesn't care.
I do care.
I was talking about SAT. He sinks us all. He doesn't care what our problems are. We're food.
No, but I mean that's a good point. Like, anytime anybody needs to talk to somebody, like seriously, feel free to reach out to me or anybody else out there. Don't bottle it up. Talk things through. I mean,
Definitely.
a couple weeks ago, I talked actually to one of Sea Raptor's viewers because I just kind of put out there in chat after he said he was having a really not so good week. He just said, I'm not feeling good. I said, well, if you want to talk about it, talk, because I could tell this is a person in pain. We had a conversation. It went sadly where I thought it was going to go, but more importantly, I hope I gave that person a chance to at least get it off their chest, to get a little bit of help, to ask for some assistance, and you know what, frankly, maybe to get to where they needed to go. And I do a replay theater. We talk about how players can improve in a video game, but we're all real life people, and I think it's important we remember that. It was one of the best moments of my life being able to talk to this person, and it really did mean a lot. So seriously, TC and the rest of you guys, if you need to talk to somebody, reach out to me or anybody else. Get some help. Don't just sit there and bottle it up.
I'm one of those people that puts himself out there for people to talk to that needs to take his own advice and take advantage of people who are doing the same.
Yeah, I know that one.
Because especially since, Zath knows a little bit about it, Kitten knows a lot more. The last year has been probably the worst year of my life.
Did I wipe? Did I wash my hands? Yes, of course, Plinio.
I used to be a bartender. That's why I'm such a good listener.
See, the fact that he's saying yes, of course, like that tells me that Zath is not telling the truth.
What are you talking about?
I am choosing to disbelieve the words that just came out of your mouth.
The one thing is I didn't flush, and simply because I can keep it all in one bowl
See,
and
I
I flush
told
it
you,
at once.
I told you he was lying. See?
It saves me water.
Oh, also, now the Saints are losing.
That's really sad.
Should have washed their hands.
Well, when Jameis Winston is your quarterback, this is going to be what happens.
No destroyers and 1 sub is correct. TMI, says Cthulhu. I'm sorry they asked. I had to
If it's
answer.
yellow, let it mellow. Oh my god.
Cheers to that, Veshoon.
I think that was more TMI.
That's quite a while, Duckman. I loves it.
Now, if you're still here, TZ, this is more of what I expected to see you do with the Kremlin, which is basically just kind of shove your face in places and just sit there.
Yeah.
Actually, Knight's right. Winston isn't playing anymore.
If it's brown,
It's-
flush it.
Instead of beaching here, I would actually consider going down the 9 line. What's stopping you?
Yeah, you could definitely do that. Alternately, you could go in a seat cap and just be a
Yeah,
jerk.
I don't like that he's giving that broadside like he is.
To
No,
what? A
no,
Soyuz?
yeah, kill all. So the reason why I want you
Um,
to go to the 9 line is because there's literally no opposition. You can flank for free.
Right. Is good the Lutyens any good on a Z52? Thresha, that's where my Z52 captain is right now. Lutyens is my Z52 captain. He's fantastic in ranked
Yeah,
or
he's
any
actually
other sort of competitive environment because three spots get you a passive heal, which is good. Plus you get the bonus to your main battery hits. Why the hell not put Lutyens there?
What's up in C9 on there?
What's what?
What's in C9?
What do you mean by C9?
That's Albemarle.
Is that just an Albemarle?
Yes, that's
Yep.
at Albemarle, yep.
There's nothing. Yeah.
In other words,
I just
literally
don't
free
like
food.
the constant broadside with no protection because he's only got the 2 heals left.
Well, his broadside is only the Soyuz, and the Soyuz really doesn't seem to care that he exists. So,
And
Well, the Des Moines actually has taken a good chunk off of him, but now it's dead.
mm-hmm.
Can I point out that whoever's replay this is getting like the most epic help right now because they've got
is now
SAT,
following.
yourself, TC, Crimson, all giving advice. Like this is ridiculous.
Imran
disregard
Pasha, hello.
everything I said earlier. Go into B, YOLO suicide.
And if it works, clearly,
But I
epic
mean,
advice.
the thing is, you were talking about earlier giving a broadside, but you know, the question is the enemy actually taking the shots on your broadside? And they're not. So at this
Yeah,
point,
but you can't really make that a strategy though, because the point when you
Well-
think they're not going to is the point they do.
so I agree. I'd love to see Veshoon shooting at the Sovetsky Soyuz right over here, and I'd love to see him just shoving Albemarle like right in the face. Like, what's the Albemarle gonna do about it? You know what I mean?
Not a thing except die.
Exactly.
Should have shoved Albemarle a while back.
Yes. So shove Albemarle with guns faced on the Sovetsky Soyuz. Get a salvo on him broadside, and then get your guns over to the Albemarle. I think that's a good plan. Now, right now, you are starting to go broadside to the Musashi.
Which
That's
is not
it.
going to end well.
That's an oof, and then you are fully broadside to the Sovetsky Soyuz. But this is
Forget
random
about
battles.
Musashi.
Well, what was that about the Musashi?
Forget about him. What are you gonna do?
Well, the other reason that I just I
Here
don't
comes
like
the shells.
with the broadside
Forget about him.
exposed is he's having to wait for people to come to him. If he's in motion, he can keep the broadside protected. Well, at the same time, he's got more shots to take. That's why I don't like him sitting there like that. You're
No.
opening yourself up to more damage than you can give out.
I do not
This is-
like you using your last heal here.
Oh,
You have
definitely
three-
not.
You have 3 DCPs. You should use them at some point.
Yes.
Like, you're only on one fire, and your heal's gonna out-heal the fire. So this
Now-
is very inefficient.
Of course, if you got Kuznetsov, then that's another reason to hold your heal. I always hold my heal on Kuznetsov until Kuznetsov procs, and then I heal, because it's a double heal, which is just ridiculous.
The other thing is, you can use Adrenaline Rush. If you bring it, if you start healing at 30k, you'll be using Adrenaline Rush a lot more effectively than you are at 70. So you don't need to keep full HP like this.
Yeah, using the heal is just
Nope, too early.
part of tactics and strategies as everything else. I mean,
Yep. I think that was...
especially Adrenaline Rush on a battleship is really, really beneficial. So actually, as funny as it sounds, the less HP you have, the better off you probably are.
I think that Savile was a little bit too early, but you managed to pull it off because your Stalingrad was with you.
Well, thankfully you guys are mopping up in the left side, but I feel like your position south of C was actually pretty weak. I didn't see you accomplish too much.
I mean, well, you did get the Albemarle done, which is good. The enemy team has charged into B cap, so this is where you need to punish them. You need to get up through C with your guns pointed left to really punish these broadsides that the Soyuz and FDG are giving you. And they're beautiful broadsides for that matter.
He is a bit far in the Soyuz. Their accuracy degrades over 14 kilometers, so it's
Well,
a lot harder to punish.
Sure, but if you're pushing into C cap, you can be shooting the Musashi broadside, and then you can also be shooting the Soyuz and the FDGs. I just feel like that's a better position overall to just kind of really pin down the enemy team. All right, guys, here we go. We're gonna do some Stream Raiders.
And also, if he pushed up earlier, I think he would be able to get the Albemarle, and then he would have gone broadsides on every other battleship, but that was on the North Sea.
100%. If he pushed up earlier, he could go around the 9 line, wrap around, and then have his bow pointed to the Musashi. Absolutely, yes.
I think the common denominator here is we all think he wasn't aggressive enough.
I would say I can see that side of it. The other thing I think looking at this as well is if you look at the fact that everything from the 5 to the 1 line is completely, you've lost A, you've lost B, you've only got the C cap. So from that perspective, from that side of things, they're going to be ticking the points quicker. So while you might have the broadside, you've got to make it count. So Soyuz below 14, yes. Soyuz above 14, questionably.
I'd love to see you
sitting down. Yeah.
Forget about the Soyuz. You can't do anything to him. Now there's this lovely Seattle here.
Yes, I'd love to see you focus on the Seattle here. Now you're detected. You know that the sub is in front of you someplace. There it is. Of course, he disappeared quickly enough. And Stalingrad dies to torpedoes. I would only fire one. Get your guns ready for the Soyuz. Oh, Soyuz. What are you doing? What are you doing? 2 citadels. Oh my god. Get your 3rd turret around on him. What are you waiting for?
He's not angled against you, so...
It's too late.
He didn't react fast enough.
Yeah.
If he saw the Soyuz turning around, he could have instantly got his, all 3 of his guns on him. That could have been a death strike.
Exactly. Too low. You're going to hit him on the turret face, which will most likely bounce.
Also,
Never
while you're
mind.
speeding up, he wants to ram you.
Yeah.
Well, fortunately for you, you managed to kill him. You hit the superstructure. You penned it enough, overpenned the superstructure enough to make that work.
It actually looked like he was trying to knock out the guns, and he got lucky.
Yep. Now, DCPing here is good because that means that the sub will not do as much damage as he could be doing via the additional pings. And goodbye to the Seattle. Okay. Turn straight at him and just YOLO. There he is. There you go. Put down the planes. He has 0 counterplay to it, and he's out of energy according to the replay. At least he's forced to surface. Get over him and let him surface into your belly. Zath shooting coach curse strikes again. Thanks, Cthulhu.
To add on to what Duckman's been saying, if you want like a series of Pacific War books to read, Ian Toll's Pacific War trilogy is really, really good. I am just reading it for the second or third time because Twilight of the Gods just came out about a year-ish ago. So
Gotcha.
forget what one of them is. Pacific Crucible is one of them. Twilight of the Gods is the last one. It deals a lot more with like political issues that caused the IGN to make many of the questionable decisions that they did.
Okay.
It goes more into depth in that than many of them do.
What the hell's up with my Centurion? He is like being upgraded to the max at a ridiculous level. He just went from like tier 6 to like tier 13 or 14.
Ramming speed!
He's still going. This Centurion guy is just... What the hell is with this? Alright, well, there you go. Good game. GG's. We're going to move on to an Alsace game. I'll show you guys Stream Raiders, what I'm talking about here. The Centurion was like next to nothing for rank, but he's now almost 20, which is ridiculous. Do I have anything for Centurions for scrolls? No. Okay. Somehow he managed to get a lot, so that's okay.
Anyway, I've got to get to bed, I'm afraid, because we'll be up for work in 6 hours. So, no, I just wanted to
Yeah.
see what you, get some thoughts and see what you guys do. Interesting game, and thank you for the advice, guys. Appreciate it.
You're welcome, TC. It was good to hear from you again. I hope you're having fun. The Alsace, unfortunately, is not of the current game patch cycle, so we can't run it. Let's do the Van... No, wait. You said the Van Helsing was what we already sent, so I'll have to kill that. Let's kill that. What's another replay we haven't seen in a while? Charles Martel. We haven't seen Charles Martel in a while.
I heard you. I didn't think it would work, but I thought I'd give it a try.
No worries. Yeah, in general, it has to be the current patch cycle.
Right. I forgot about it actually, and sorry, I had to restart my computer. My Internet Explorer stopped working.
Oh, always fun. Cheers, by the way.
I kind of feel sorry for the Saints. Your first option was Jameis Winston. Your second option is Trevor Siemian.
You guys have a good day then.